when in the local community that we were working with, when we came, we found lots of division. We found lots of gossiping among the people, and we started. Even one of the biggest questions that I asked myself was what it meant to be Colombian. I was struggling with, who the fuck am I? You know, what it meant to be a Colombian when Colombia was something that was created 200 years ago. You know, it didn't exist. There was no barriers. People didn't believe in that kind of stuff. Now everyone just have a flag and they say, you know, I'm Colombian and I eat frijoles, beans, and arepa, cornbread, and I shoot a fucking gun. Well, that is not synonymous of Colombians. You know, when I came to this community, people there were actually divided because there had been a very heavy presence of paramilitary groups and guerrilla groups as well. And unfortunately, you know, guerrilla groups in Colombia, somehow they lost their way because of the bloody coca trade, you know, and there's lots of political interest in there. I wish there was a real guerrilla movement so I could join it. But there is not. They're all corrupt, the same as the paramilitaries. They work together. I know it because I know how it is. You know, they tell each other where the people are and they go and take it out. When I came to this community, the people there, they were descendants of Paez people, Nazas. The Nazas, the indigenous people, they were descendants from these people. They all were related to one another like a big tribe, but they had all these conflicts among them because their social net, their social weaving was broken down completely. There was no like trust among each other. So we had started to work with this. It was difficult to get people talking about, even to ask their names, you know, people wouldn't tell you because so we started using people circle, games, theater, dance, percussion, all the different means we had, and we managed to get something going there. And people got motivated, and we got to work with in running the aqueduct. I never knew about aqueducts, and I got into running an aqueduct with people, and we fix it. And because over there, the aqueducts have to be run by the people, not by the government. And we run the school, and we run the communal house as well, because there is a communal house there, and we do parties for the elderly group, and the whole thing. So it was very interesting to get that, but there was also problems. Just now, there is a multinational called Smurfy Kappa Cartón de Colombia. Smurfy Kappa, watch out for that name. Smurfy Kappa is a lodging company. Yeah? Logging, that's it, logging company. They cut trees. They plant trees, and then they cut them down. And they went and planted, just in the area I live, they planted 5,000 hectares of land on pine. Do you know what pine is? Pine is a northern European tree that drinks about 30 liters of water a day. So, when I came to London, I was very upset because I didn't realize this before. When you get off the bus, when you get off the underground, what you get given? All these bullets, all these newspapers that are actually free newspapers, magazines, they're being made with the trees that they're planting over there where I live, and those trees are draining our water source. Remember I said that we have to run our own aqueduct? Well, our own aqueduct is reducing now because the trees are getting bigger. And they're doing this, just in the area where I live is 5,000 hectares. In Colombia alone, it's millions of hectares, you know, it's unbelievably how many pines they have. And they're doing this stuff, you know, they're destroying the environment so that people in Europe can have free newspapers. And all the rubbish that you get through the post box that most of the time you throw away. Because you don't even read it. I do that all the time. You just go like, oh my God, so many leaflets. Well, they're doing it this way. Smurfy Kappa also poison the community by giving them little handouts. So they will give them workshops. One example, one ridiculous example. I used to go to hijack all their meetings with the community because I didn't have it. I went, and they were talking about education to the people, and they were educating the people and the whole thing. And they were actually giving people workshops on lactose, you know, on how to make lactose products like yogurts and stuff like that. And then one of my biggest questions, most of these people don't have land.
Where are the cows?
What the fuck are the cows, exactly? Where are the cows? Why are you teaching these people to do lactose if there is no cows?
100,000 tons.
And they're doing this, by doing these little workshops, they're buying people into believing that they're doing something good for them. It's really sick. It's sickening, really. And then they bring all these workshops of motivation. They are very patronizing. I mean, you have to see it. This is why I want to invite you to come to the Maloca. Now I'm going to tell you what the Maloca is doing. The Maloca is thinking and organizing something which we want to link with university here, especially with anthropology, sociology, Latin American studies. For the students, when the students go to Israel and pay lots of money to go to the kibbutz, well, we want to ask them, instead of doing that stuff, donate the money, come to the Maloca, and learn to do groundwork based on these ideas, and the ideas that we talk about here, and the ideas that the Maloca have developed. Because we have developed our own way of working as well. We do agricultural projects, so there will be agricultural tourism. I call it tourism because I can't find another term. Agricultural tourism, if you want to go, you learn how to cultivate the land, learn how bananas are grown, or carrots, or things like that you think that they're all produced in the supermarket. Most children here think that, that's very scary. They ask children, do you know what eggs are for you? They say, no, it's in the supermarket. So in a way this is agricultural tourism that we're talking about. We got social tourism. Sounds a bit dodgy, but it's what people call it over there, which is about coming, people who want to get involved with community work on the ground and go and support people. If you want to learn about how people are organizing over there, come down, we hook you up with people that are doing serious organizing over there, in cities, countryside, suburban areas. And we're doing something which is called ecotourism as well, as a way to bring money, in a way to keep our thing going, the Maloca. But we want people to actually be able to feel that this is a place where you can come and learn, And if you don't have money to come, just come and participate. Come and be a volunteer to it. Come and learn how you can organize over there on the ground, so that probably we can organize over here in London as well. Because it's necessary. London is lacking that. London is lacking people doing stuff for themselves, and it's sad.
Mind stayed on freedom. So you can kind of adapt it like that. So do you want to have a go?
Yep.
Fine, have a go. Be nice, I'm not very good or anything. Okay, so I woke up this morning with my mind staying on freedom. Woke up this morning with my